And so what I learned to do is to stop trying to do anything and just to be. Because anytime that we try, when human beings try, we strain. Right? If you ever looked at the pose of a Buddha, the pose of a Buddha is somebody who's just sitting there in simple contemplation, just in relaxation. They sit there in simple contemplation. And how many times in life to where you stop yourself and then you just sit down and you contemplate. And you think about your issues and problems, because in Africa, this was the meditation time. We would go into, I had to do this today. My mind was everywhere. I'm cleaning up the house, and this is the best. Cleaning up is the most therapeutic thing. I'm cleaning up, but I had to stop. My brain was in so many different places, so many tabs open. And I said, let me just stop. I took it to the Buddha pose, and I just sat down in the middle of my living room, and I just contemplated, and I brought myself to the present. Because in the present is the only place where you can enjoy life, is to be present. It's the secret. But if I can get you worried about the past or the future, you will never be present enough to enjoy life. That's where all the power comes from. You know, like somebody ain't loud and people be like, yo, I don't like this. It's too monotone. Why? Because they're not fluctuating your feelings. If they just speaking in a tone like this, it forces you to bring your vibration to a calm state, which means that now you have to listen and you have to be in a relaxed state and you have to be at a level of awareness. It's not easy for most people to do. Nah, you need everybody to be loud like this, to raise your energy in that voice so that it falsely raises your energy for that time being while that person is speaking by mirroring that energy and that vibration. Like you need people to raise you up because you don't naturally have it within yourself. So the greatest information in the world can be in front of us. Because what is the frequency of a book? A book is not exciting. A book is just words and pages, ink and white pages. But based on the knowledge, it can raise vibration. But you got to be in a calm state to just sit down there, pick up a book and read. See, that's different. But most of us can't do that because when we by ourselves, try it. I'm a person that has to be by myself in order for my thoughts to connect. That's my personality type. If I'm around people too much, then I get anxiety. Slight anxiety, not a lot. But I can be around people and then my anxiety kick in and then I got to go leave away. And because a lot of you all have never done a personality test, you don't know yourself sometimes. Some of you, all you do your astrology, and astrology cool, but it don't really teach you your personality type. You understand me? But if I'm around a lot of people, a person will look at me strange, like, damn, why can't you just walk away while everybody talking? Well, I need to go reset. I've been absorbing too much of y'all energy. I need to be with just mine for a second. So I walk away, and then the people that's in that environment that need that social connecting feel odd and feel like they start thinking about, well, Keith don't like me. He don't like this. Why he walk away? That was weird. That was not normal. But I'm not here to make people comfortable. I told you I don't live in nice. So I got to do what's right. So I walk away, refresh. Let me gather my thoughts, be just by myself for a second. Then I come back. But if we lived in a reality where it was meant for us to have self-knowledge, self-awareness, and we can understand ourselves, then guess what? It'll be so much easier to get along with the people that's around us. Shaka Mars is blocked from going live. So I've been doing this lately, and I've been making sure that all of my friends and family take that because I need to be able to understand them, because if you don't understand yourself, then you're going to be weary of the people that you're around. I'm a person that sees things through patterns. I'm not one of those types that, and I'm more intuitive than a sensing type. You know, there's people that do sensing type, and the sensing types are those who are more attached to their five senses, right? They only believe what they can smell, see, hear. That's what they know is real. Me, I'm intuitive. So I can see things before I experience them. I can understand things before I experience them. But there are a lot of people who are intuitive, but they don't have enough mathematical output and thinking to understand their intuition enough to act on it. So you may see something like, man, I knew that was right, but I didn't know how to take advantage of it because a lot of people don't understand their intuition. And if there was anything that was my greatest enemy, it's the second guessing of myself at any point in time throughout life. You understand me? So at any point in time in life that I second guess myself is where I lose. But when I'm tapped into self and I follow that intuition, that's my God path. That's my God path. I'll be locked in. I'll be on that highest vibration. I can't do no wrong. You understand me? And I use it a lot of times because I can see what other people can't see. I'm a futurist. So the easiest way to be considered crazy is to tell people you see things they can't see. Like, man, you know I see this because like, what the hell you talking about? You tripping. They won't understand that. They won't understand that. So, you know, that's why, you know, I can be early on a lot of different things. You know, even when it comes to, you know, we talk about financial, what is your financial frequency? Something I've been thinking about a lot, because one thing I know is dangerous is that when you're going through a recession and all you hear about is the negative news about how it ain't no money out there, supply chain issues are happening, wave versus roll, inflation, interest rates, stock market crashing, NFTs are down, crypto down, gas prices high, war looming. What does it put your mind in? And uncertainty and fear and doubt and stress, anxiety and depression. So now you no longer tapped into an abundant state. You no longer believe that things are going to happen for you. You start to believe what you're curated by the world, even if you don't experience it. So you're not experiencing it on a daily basis, but you're experiencing it because you tapped into the frequency that the world curates for you now. Because all you hear when you turn on the news is negativity, 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 negativity. When the markets are down, what happened? People are deciding to put their money in or withdraw their money. So to ease that, of course, is always education, and enlightens a person and it makes them more certain. So they say when going through times of uncertainty, you want to have a strategy because now you have a plan for what happens. So you're never left out there with, I don't know. And when human beings are in uncertainty, they either make no decision or they make a bad decision. Because that's all you got in the environment. It's issues and problems. So the best state is to be in a relaxed state. The best state is a relaxed state. You got to be financially relaxed. You understand me? Like, I'm not worried about anything, but at the same time, I would do everything to make sure I stay at a high vibrational wealth. The money is coming. It already exists. But when you live in a poverty-based mindset, you start to think scarce, you start to live scarce, you start to act scarce. You start to save money, but the money never saves you. Yes, you start to become fearful. And we all start to do that. I was looking at a study where it talks about how there has been dietary changes in America. But the truth is that the rich are eating better than the poor. They are the ones that have better dietary diversity, if you will. I don't like to use dietary, but that's what we talk about. People who eat more fruits and vegetables and things of that nature. So people who are of lower economic levels are not thinking about the future. And they're also not thinking about getting their rewards now. So, you know, and that happens in almost every other aspect of your life. Well, why should you study right now? Why wouldn't you instead go to that comedy club, go to the concert, go to the club, go buy the shoes, the clothes, the drinks, you know, all the regular things that individuals deal with. Go watch the porn, go smoke the blunt, go kick it with the friends, go to that dinner, go distract yourself. What is the reward of focusing on those things that can improve your life right now? Because the one thing that people forget about You know, knowledge is instant gratification because the moment you know it, you own it. Knowledge increases ownership instantly. But it's mental real estate. And it's intellectual property. So now that I have the knowledge, it's mine, and the more I own, the more valuable I become. So that means that, damn, if Branham starts saying that if we study the cycles of markets, we study the cycle of what's happening, and if we study the future of what's to come, then I can be prepared. And once I have knowledge and I'm prepared, then guess what? I can start creating a strategy. Once I have a strategy, I know how to make my next move, right? So therefore, I can start calculating, right, how profitable I will be. Instead of, I don't know what to do, what's going to happen, I'm scared, where should I put my money? But let me try to eat myself into a better mood. Let me try to entertain myself into a better mood. Let me try to distract myself from these fears. Time catches up, reality hits. Now you're living that day you were scared of, and you have no preparation, no more value. Instead of, things become more harder, but you become more stronger, so you never even deal with the stress of it. So imagine every day you go into the gym. Let's say the first day you go into the gym, you know, they say, well, listen, you can keep coming to this gym, but every single day we're going to add a pound on. You understand me? Which means that every time you come in here, you have to work out with this 1 pound weight. First day, you're like, man, I can handle this. But this, look, you ain't got to, this is the only way you'll be able to keep coming in here and keep growing. Otherwise, we won't allow you to come in. The moment that you can no longer lift up this weight, you can no longer come in. So day one, you come in there, you lift that first pound, like, man, I'm good on this. You understand me? Second day, you come in, second pound. Every single day, you got to get a little stronger that you come in there. Otherwise, you won't be able to continue to have access and privilege. So it gets to a day, you know, it gets to the 40s, and you're like, oh man, that was a heavy one. You might have met your match there. You understand me? It then got heavy for you. So let's say you fall off a little bit, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's getting a little heavy. I don't want to go back to that gym. Well, they come back and they like, well, now you got to deal with 41. You done fell off though. You wasn't consistent, so now you're not as strong. So now you can't deal with the weight changes. But if you would have stayed consistent, you would have consistently got stronger, and it would have been a benefit to you. Because what they didn't tell you is that, you know, if you would have made it to day 100, you understand me, we would have allowed you to just come in here without the pressure. And that's how it is through the cycle. If the cycle is going, then it's getting harder, it's getting more pressure. Well, right now, let's say the cycle is good. Let's say that the economy is good. There ain't no pressure out there, man. You coming in, you making your money, you ain't tripping. But instead, there's somebody else they making their money, but they training on the side just in case things go bad. Right? So when that pressure come on, they strong enough to be able to handle it so that they still have access to the privileges and the standard of life that they used to. But a lot of us, as the pressure compounds, we become weaker, so it doubles the pressure that we go through. It doubles the pressure that we go through. But if you would have actually went through that, it's like you go through the recession, and you go through that recession and you consistently increase your education credits. You're learning, you're getting your mentorship, you're putting in at 10,000 hours. So now you're so strong that you can, when the economy is on the upside, your skill sets are so high level that now you're reaping all of the benefits. But because you didn't prepare yourself for the pressure to build up, you're weak. But everybody else that stayed consistent, that was consistently learning, that was stretching, that was making sure they was preparing and going through that cycle, they go eat and they go win, and it happens every single time. Why is it that some people can handle the pressure and everybody else can't? Why is it that some entrepreneurs are successful and profitable and some people ain't? What is the difference in between what they do? What is the mindset that they have? Well, one person, let's say that the economy is going down. Well, shit, I've been studying options this whole year. The economy going down, I realized the best time to make money is on a down economy. Why? Because it's going to be steeper falls. It goes down, I put my option there. Shoot, I done made all my money while everything going down. Everybody else around me complaining because the pressure is getting harder. But I was training while they was complaining. So now you in a good position. Same thing happened with your business. Your business booming right now, so you relax, you comfortable. And while it's booming, you're not thinking about expansion and growth. Nah, I just, it's good right now. I don't need to learn that Web3 stuff. Keep talking about, he tripping, man. That's some Illuminati stuff. They said Web3. Ignorance. You understand me? I don't need to, pivot or nothing like that. But then here comes supply chain issues. People got less money. You understand me? All of a sudden, what was computing ain't pewing no more. The sales ain't coming in like they used to. Now you got to tighten up. Now you're getting depressed because you can't live the same standard of living. Business ain't booming. Now you don't have any skill sets to know what to do. So now you have to learn and pick up more pressure, you understand me, at a high stress point in time. So now it feels harder. But the other entrepreneurs that was training for this time, they like, bro, you weren't preparing for this. These times you weren't preparing for this pressure. Is you tripping? You didn't see this coming? Yeah, I seen it coming, but shit, money was chilling so fast, I ain't think I would have to. It's that preparation that's key, right? So instead, you'll be like, all right, this is what's going to happen during a downturn economy. This is what we're going to work through. This is going to be our plan. These are some of the things that we're going to utilize. We're going to start using the firm. We're going to make sure that we have payment plans for the people. You understand me? So they can break it down and fractionalize payments, because people are going to want to continue that same way of life, but at the same time, they're not going to be able to afford things up front. We're going to have to start changing up our marketing appealing and switching up the way that we do things. We're going to have to figure out how we can decrease the supply to where, we got to increase our prices, mostly because supply chains make transportation more expensive, which also makes our products more expensive. You understand me, by default, because I've been watching everything that's going on. So now I'm changing my prices. I'm changing my marketing. I'm putting in plans for the pressure. You understand me? I got to change my content. I got to make sure that everybody that's a part of the company is putting in that weight and that value. And when things are going good, that's when people have to go harder. When things are going good, that's when you go harder. And this is what actually happens in the opposite. You having them good sales days and everybody feel like they can relax now. No, that's when you put the pressure on, so that you can increase and go to another level, and that another level becomes your standard. That another level becomes your minimum. That's always my goal. Whatever my goal is now, I want to become my minimum once I get there. Wherever I'm at in business, that gotta be my minimum. We did 1.1 million on the streams. That's our greatest episode right now with the Forbidden Knowledge. That got to be the minimum now. That no longer gives me celebration. Now it's got to be the minimum. 2 million. You understand me? Because at the same time, you always want to go past whatever your goal is. So even if you land somewhere in the middle, you still solid. So you got to have your business, right? You got the market. Then we go look at crypto. Well, crypto going down. So what happens? People say, well, crypto going down. I see some people make fun. They tag me in some posts about crypto going down. Well, listen, first of all, what you talking to me for? You understand me? Those same people that got the issue, they was never going to invest and never going to make no money about it in the first place. So what do you do during the downturns? So boom. I always said, and you can go look at some of my past posts during these times, I say, have some money on the side. Create a plan where you buying down as it goes down to its lowest bottom. Why? Because I ask people a simple question each and every time these things start to happen. I ask you the same question each time this starts to happen. I don't go crazy. I don't go tripping. I don't do all of that stupid stuff. I ask you a simple question. Do you believe that it'll go back up again? What percentage do you believe it'll go back up again? If it's down 50%, do you think it'll go back up another 25%? Now, if you say yes, I want you to do your research. Why you think it's going to happen? How many times did this cycle happen, and what has happened each time that this has happened? Now, here's the thing. Either you can believe we're at the end of this cycle and it will never happen again based on your research. And you can get to that point where you say, yeah, I don't think I think it's over. The world is over. We're done with this crypto stuff. Even though we've seen cycles like this happen, and every time as it happens, the people who not in it make fun of it, then it goes back up, and then the people who in it, they enjoy their life and their riches, you understand me, and continue to live on. Then it goes down. So what will you do? So boom. Because a lot of people, when the times are up, they say, man, the prices are too high. I wish it would go down. But then when it goes down too much, shit, now it's too cheap for me to buy.